Well, hey y'all, welcome to Mecha Monday, where we're going to look at a Gundam I just picked up. No, I don't talk like that, really. All right, so it's action and articulation, the Gundam Calibarn, or I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I've never heard of this Gundam, but when I saw it, I was like, man, this is gorgeous. There's two other Gundam, which I've already seen 1,000 of. I have several different versions of the Death Scythe Hell from the Endless Waltz series. That's what EW stands for. There's also the Gundam, the Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Norn. I swear this is a redone. I've already got the original one of that they put out a long time ago. So I don't know what the difference is in the story. It didn't look any different. So let's take a look at it in the package. It's the GU31 for Gundam Universe. These are not really scaled. I mean, it's about the scale of a HG 144 or 100. Maybe it just depends on what you're looking at, because this is more of a everything 6-inch, no matter how big it is in the supposedly real universe. Taking it out of the package, do you see any ties? See, Hasbro, look at how Bandai does this. Can you not try to do that? All right, so I'm just a little peeved at how Bandai can do such a great job at not putting 1,000 ties on their figures. That's a good thing compared to how everybody else can't seem to figure that out. All right, so right out of the package, you're gonna get a lot of articulation on these. They're nice and heavy. They're very solid figures. They're not like model kits where they're hollow, although model kits are wonderful as well. We got a ball for the head, the ball joint. We got a waist joint, which is probably assumingly a ball. The arms, depends. These are gonna be a ball joint on this particular one, and then there's a rotation joint. So let's see how exactly they got this one, because going into the side is a ball joint. Over here, it's a rotation joint. It can only go up so high because of the actual padding of the shoulders. It can go 360 degrees, of course. His shoulders, or his elbows, actually, hold on, there is actually biceps, so I forgot to say that. His shoulders go more than, well, they would go more than 90 degrees, but his, again, armor is in the way. He's got 2 points of articulation for the elbows, but they don't really help too much. He's got ball jointed hands, and he's got extra hands so you can hold his weapons, which we'll look at that in a few minutes. His side skirts go up so you can get his legs out. He can do some splaying, so you can display that much. Not display, but splay. Let's see, does he have the pull down? Yes, he has the pull down legs. So if you look inside of his crotch plate, right behind his crotch plate, you'll see that this right here goes down, so you can kick up even higher. Now, these unfortunately are not very posable, so they kind of get in the way, unfortunately. So his skirts, front and back, are going to get in the way. I mean, that's part of the game when you play with Gundam. It's just the way it's going to be. His butt plate comes off fairly easy, which is, I'm not sure why. Again, I don't know anything about this figure, so he might have something you put on his butt. I don't know. He's got a huge gap there whenever he's bending his leg. He's got 2 points of articulation right here and down here inside of the leg. In the very back, you can see it. When it's closed, it looks pretty good though. So it's just when it's open, this butt plate does not want to stay on. And it's open, it looks, I don't know. It's not my favorite thing. These legs are like his Witch of Mercury, which makes me wonder if this is from the Witch of Mercury. All right, I'm looking more at the information on the box and seeing which series is this from. And I'm personally unable to determine. I mean, looking at the way the legs are made, they remind me of Witch of Mercury. I've yet to see all of them. I've only seen like one episode of that. All right, you can watch all of Witch of Mercury, I'm pretty sure, on YouTube. They got an official Bandai channel on there, and it's all supported by, well, it's their channel. I mean, they can do what they want to. Yeah, okay, so appears in Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury 2022. So that's what I was thinking, because the way the thighs are built, they really remind me of the Witch of Mercury's legs. All right, so we got the articulation in the leg like this. Up here we have some bend, and then the ball joint in the ankles gives you a lot of ankle rocker ability. Was that a dog that just screeched? I'm like, what the heck? So you got excellent standing ability. It can stand without any issues whatsoever, in my personal opinion. All right, looking at the weapons, wow, that's a big old weapon right there. That's a big old weapon. All right, so of course, in order to get it into his hand, you're gonna have to have a hand that actually is able to be used for weapons, which is gonna be open fist. So we take out the fist and we put in the gun hands. I'll be really careful. I felt like I was a little bit I should probably warmed it up a little bit before I just popped it right out. If you do this when it's super cold, it may pop out. Now, it's a nice, beautiful day down here on October. I don't know when this is video going to show, but today is October 22nd. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, in my neighborhood at least. Gorgeous day. Everybody's outside today. Everybody's out. I went out on the beach this morning. It was gorgeous. It's nice to be on the beach. All right, so I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but let me see in the picture here. I feel like I got it upside down. Well, I guess I'm Tim Walls now. I don't know how to hold a gun. I know how to hold a real gun. This is not a real gun. Okay, so I see the trigger is actually weird. It's backwards. All right, so I'm gonna have to let, so I guess this is the Tim Walls Gundam. All right, so we got, I know by the time I actually get this video to show, people will forget who that is. It's like, who's Tim Walls? I know. He'll be forgotten by then. It's probably airing in December or something. All right, I have a feeling there's supposed to be something coming out that plugs into here to give it some more stability, but I can't quite get it out. I don't have fingernails, but look, the way it plugs in right there, I'm guessing that goes to that. You know, I'm probably doing it the opposite way since it plugs into that. There we go. That makes more sense. Now let me get his hand off the gun because it's not going to work that way. Put the camera down more. Down, camera, down. So you got to slide two things on at one time. I'm not meant for this. Oh boy. I can't get it in the hole. My gosh. Okay. There we go. Finally. It took forever to get in the hole. So that looks like it makes more sense. All right. So he's got the guns that remind me of the, what was it? The V-Dash Gundam had the two kind of wing things that flip around, or was it the F91? Maybe it was both. I can't remember that well. All right, this piece goes somewhere. Oh, you know what? There's instructions in here. I was about to say, I'm not sure by looking at the box where any of this goes. I just realized behind the pin there is an instruction sheet. Warning delicate. That's all it says about that is warning delicate. All right, so there are shoulder pads, and there's also a crotch plate that you can put on there for, it clamps onto his crotch so you can put him on a flight thing. I don't really need him to fly. I wish this did light up. That would be cool. It shows it lights up on the back. On the cartoon, of course, or the anime. This thing does not want to stay on. So if this has no other purpose than just to follow constantly, like I thought you'd have to replace it with this maybe, and that's why it came off so easily. From what I see with the visuals, there's a left one and a right one. Let's see, is there a way to know which one's left and right? I think this one's right because it shows the little thing on the bottom. If I'm wrong, somebody will tell me in the comments, right? Okay, he's got the little beam sabers on the thing right there. And he didn't come with any beam sabers. It's just, there's beam sabers in the backpack. There's no real beam sabers. What's the heck? What's up with that? All right. Oh, it shows you right here which one's left and right. So yeah, I got it right. So left and right. So there's the boosters, I guess. That's what it seems like. It doesn't say what they are. It just says backpack. Yeah, see how the compatible with Mashi stage sold separately? And his rifle. Or her rifle. I don't know. It could be a girl for all I know. I can't tell. So I do feel like this needs to be glued on because it's no other purpose for it. I thought it maybe come off to put this on, but evidently not. Now for the teeth, for the crotch plate, I just go ahead and stick them on there since they don't seem to affect it no matter what. I don't even know why they don't just go ahead and put them on there, built them in. If it's part, like if it, well, I guess from the front it does look a little weird, but I don't care. It's a Gundam. It's not a human being. It's a robot. It's a robot that's made in the image of man. All right. Or woman, and I don't know. Let's see the hips. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so let me know if this is something you picked up, and if you haven't, check out your Walmart to see if you can find it. I personally, I love these figures a lot. Now the other two, again, if you never got any Death Scythes, you might want to pick up a Death Scythe Hell. Death Scythe Hell from Endless Waltz has the wings, and the wings fold around him. I'm pretty sure, if I can remember right, they fold around him like a cape. This guy right here, I swear this is the exact same one I have. I had to look it up online to see if it is exactly the same one as the first year they made them. They may just be putting them out for people who missed it the first round. If so, I wish they'd keep the numbering system so it won't confuse the rest of us who are completists. All right, although I am not getting at the death scythe, so I'm not a completionist in this aspect. Yeah, it's a really good figure. Nice and solid, except for the butt plate. That's the only piece that's not solid on this, and it just keeps wanting to fall off again and again. But it stands up nicely. No matter what you do, it's going to stand up. Like you can put it in any pose, and it's going to stand. Well, there you go. All right. Yeah, again, just let me know if you've gotten this for your collection, or if you plan to, or if you didn't know about it. Tell me also if it's a good series to watch, because I've only seen one episode, and it was like, it looked like it was more like they're not really in a war. It's more like a game they're playing to, like, it's like college level sports almost. That's what it looked like to me in the first episode. I was like, man, I'll pass on this series. I like the ones like V-Gundam, or Victory Gundam was a good one. Double Zeta was great. One of my favorites, I'm starting to forget. There's so many good ones in the past. But I've only seen, like I said, one episode of this. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.